A tiny bug has taken a big toll on ash trees across the Twin Cities in recent years, and city officials say all of the ash trees in the Blaine wetland sanctuary are diseased or dead thanks to the emerald ash borer. As Mike Johnson reports, work will begin soon to take down those trees.
Again, it's probably about 60 years old.
At first, the signs of a dying ash tree can be hard to see, especially in winter.
There's an exit hole right there, and there's other exit holes here that have been pecked out by woodpeckers.
The holes are shaped like the letter D and are places where the insect has made its way out of the tree, a sure sign the tree's days are numbered. Jason Husveth works with Critical Connection Ecological Services and is a longtime Blaine consultant.
A year after the symptoms show up on the surface, the tree is pretty much dead. And a lot of the trees out here at the sanctuary and at Pioneer Park are completely dead and standing.
Husveth says they've been watching for the emerald ash borer to make its way here from Michigan, where it was first discovered about 10 years ago. In the last 2 years, the bug and its destructive work has shown up in Blaine's ash trees in abundance. The infestation happened here very quickly. Just 3 or 4 years ago, there was no sign of the emerald ash borer on these trees, but now many are dead and dying and have to be removed.
For a year or two, you don't even really see signs on a real healthy tree. And then after 2 or 3 years, you start seeing the loss of vegetation and the bark starting to flake. And then after about a year after the symptoms show up on the surface, the tree is pretty much dead.
When the city restored this area several years ago, they left behind as many healthy ash trees as possible. But now even those are diseased and can become very fragile. City officials say they pose fire and safety hazards.
The ash trees are dead and diseased. Some of them, depending on when the beetle infected them, are completely dead, and so they could fall over at any point. Some of them are more recently diseased, so they have about a year or two before they're completely dead and can fall over.
Rebecca Haug says removing dead ash trees will help with the ongoing restoration project. The city has been working to restore 500 acres of the wetland sanctuary, which includes removing invasive vegetation. That restoration will continue in the southern end, even as the ash trees elsewhere are taken out this winter.
There's 2 separate projects going on. The northern and the central is the removal of dead and diseased ash trees. The southern portion is full restoration, which involves many other species of trees that are invasive and non-native to this wetland ecosystem.
Work on the ash trees could begin as soon as the ground freezes enough to bring in heavy equipment. For North Metro TV News, I'm Mike Johnson reporting.
The city recently approved a $38,000 contract to remove the ash trees. They were able to save some money by using the same contractor who was already on site doing that restoration work.